It is a beautiful morning to you all. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show, coming to you from Carnival Radio, and this is Newspaper Review. My name is Joseph Oyukola. Welcome once again. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Private sector opposition split as Tinubu reshuffles cabinet. Nel Fund disburses over 10 billion naira student loan. Retired customs officer tackles police over vehicle seizure. Dangote Refinery begins direct petrol sale to marketers. Nigeria spends 8 billion naira to import vaccines from USA, Europe annually, says WAPC MLLs. Now to the news in details. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has started supplying premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, to some oil marketers directly, without recourse to the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. It was gathered that while more oil marketers were intensifying efforts to buy the product directly from the plant, others were importing the commodity, as hundreds of millions of liters of imported PMS should hit Nigeria's shores in 2 weeks' time. It will be recalled that newsmen exclusively reported on Monday that no fewer than 4 vessels carrying imported PMS arrived at seaports situated along the nation's borders between Friday, October 18 and Sunday, October 20. The report cited a document obtained from the Nigerian Port Authority, which showed that about 123.4 million liters of PMS were berthed at 2 seaports to improve fuel supply nationwide. Development confirmed an earlier exclusive report by newsmen, which disclosed that oil dealers intend to import the commodity to supplement the supply from the $20 billion Dangote Refinery. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. Dangote Refinery begins direct petrol sale to marketers. Meanwhile, in a significant cabinet reshuffle on Wednesday, President Bola Tinubu approved the reassignment of 10 ministers to new portfolio, discharged 5 and nominated 7 new others for onward transmission to the Senate for confirmation. This came as the President renamed the Ministry of Nigerian Data Development to the Ministry of Regional Development, scrapped the Ministry of Sport Development, and merged the Ministries of Tourism and Art and Culture to become the Federal Ministry of Art, Culture, Tourism, and the Creative Economy. Wednesday's decision followed the 9th meeting of the Federal Executive Council at the State House, Abuja. The Presidency reviewed details of the reshuffle in a statement titled Statement on the Restructuring of Ministries and Ministerial Portfolios. It said the far-reaching actions were meant to reinvigorate the administration's capacity for optimal efficiency pursuant of its commitment to deliver on its promises to Nigerians. The ministers who were relieved of their duties are the Ministers of Women Affairs, Uju Kennedy Ohaneye, Tourism, Lola Adejon, Education, Tahil Mama, Youth Development, Dr. Jamal Bao Ibrahim, and State for Housing and Urban Development, Abdullahi Gozo. Tinubu also reassigned new portfolios to 10 ministers on his cabinet. According to the presidency, the current Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, is now Minister of State for Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction. The Minister of State for Health, Dr. Olatunji Alausa, is now Minister of Education. Minister of State for Water Resources and Sanitation, Bello Goroyo, is now Minister of State for Works. the Minister of Niger Delta Development, Abubakar Momo, is now Minister of Regional Development, overseeing the activities of all the regional development commissions. The commissions to be under the supervision of the new Regional Development Ministry are the Niger Delta Development Commission, the Southeast Development Commission, the Northeast Development and the Northwest Development Commission. Meanwhile, the Minister of State for Steel Development, Uba Hamedu, is now the Minister of State for Regional Development. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Doris Uzoka Aniti, will now be the Minister of State for Finance. Minister of Sport Development, John Eno, is now the Minister of State Trade and Investment. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper, Private Sector Opposition Split, as Tinubu reshuffles cabinet. In the meantime, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, Mr. Akinjide Sawa, on Wednesday said the fund has disbursed over 10 billion naira to successful applicants since the commencement of the scheme in August 2024. This is just as he dismissed the fears in some quarters that the student loan scheme may be discriminatory against some applicants. He stated this on Wednesday during a maiden meeting of NEL Fund with the House of Representatives Committee on Student Loans, Scholarships and Higher Education Financing at the National Assembly Complex, Abuja. Saya assured the committee that the fund had reached out to every part of the country, particularly the southeast, which had alien complained for marginalization. Moreover, we are focused on addressing the barriers to get child education. He described the scheme as a unique palliative with a long-term solution to the challenges facing access to education in Nigeria. The chairman of the committee, Goiga Isiaka, APC Ogun State, described NENFORD as a critical agency created not only to provide loans, but also to create a future where every Nigerian youth has the opportunity to realize his or her potential. This news was sourced from the Nation newspaper. NEL Fund disburses over 10 billion naira student loan. In another news, a retired Nigerian Customs Service officer, Akim Sanyaolu, has raised the alarm over alleged harassment and unlawful seizure of property by officers of the Nigerian Police Force from the Zone 2 headquarters covering Lagos and Ogun State. Sanyaolu spoke with newsmen on Monday, said he was on a trip outside Lagos on February 5, 2020, when his wife called to notify him that some police officers had forcefully entered his premises. He alleged that the officers went straight to where he parked his 3 Ford caravan buses and drove them away. According to him, the officers who also carted away some documents from his home carried out the operation without a warrant or court order. Sanyaolu said several efforts to recover his properties proved abortive, after which he lodged a complaint to the Inspector General of Police through his solicitor on August 4, 2022. According to him, this led to an investigation into the matter by the Office of the Assistant Inspector General of Police Zone 2 Command Headquarters in Lagos. He added that the police claimed they were acting on a petition against him, but failed to provide a copy of the petition. According to him, the 3 Ford caravan buses and other seized items remain unreleased 4 years later, despite his repeated effort to recover them. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. Retired customs officer tackles police off over vehicle seizure. In another development, the West Africa Postgraduate College of Medical Laboratory Science, has stated that the Nigerian government spends 8 billion naira annually to import vaccines from the USA and Europe. The General Secretary Registrar of the College, Dr. Goswill Okara, disclosed this at the fourth induction oath-taking ceremony of the 2023-2024 qualified graduates of the Medical Laboratory Science at Oyo State University, Ozuarua, in Etsako West Local Government Area. Okara said the amount was spent to import vaccines from Belgium, India, the USA, France, Indonesia, Russia, Singapore, Denmark, South Korea, Germany, and the United Arab Emirates annually. He, however, called on the federal government to, as a matter of priority, support laboratory system by developing a national laboratory policy within the National Health Development Plan that would guide the implementation of a national strategic laboratory plan. Okara, who was the guest speaker at the event, stated that medical laboratory scientists in Nigeria must rise to the challenge of producing human vaccines and biologicals in the country. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. Nigeria spends 8 billion naira to import vaccines from USA, Europe annually, says WAPCMLS. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. Private sector opposition split as Tinubu reshuffles cabinet. Nelford disposes over 10 billion naira student loan. Retired customers officer tackles police over vehicle seizure. Dangote refinery begins direct petrol sale to marketers. Nigeria spends 8 billion naira to import vaccines from USA, Europe annually, says WAPC MLS. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Play Store and have iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyekala. Please do well to enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.